I'm trying to get in on my other thing on my channel. See? And I apologize if y'all hear that bug outside my wall of my shed. I can't really do anything about it. You know. Hopefully it'll quiet down eventually and just stop. Thanks so much for the likes. I've been really busy today. I've been finishing up a plushie for Saturday. I am working on um I always forget his name. Let me take this off my neck. Jabba the Hutt, I think. Yeah, Jabba the Hutt. So I've been working on him all day. And now I gotta make his eyes and make his like his fat layer or something like the chin area and his arms. I think that's all I have left. Maybe his mouth. Hey, sipping some soil. How you doing this evening? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't think I had six done. Gonna need to recount that soon. That's good. You doing good. Hi, Tammy. I think I got 6 rows done on here. Let me put this thing on. 'Cause I started with an East stitch row and now I'm working on an East stitch row. So I think that is 6. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm kind of distracted. I hear like this bug. I think it's a cricket or a grasshopper or something buzzing outside my wall, and I don't have any insulation, so I can hear everything it's doing. Thank you, Marie. I got like 5 more rows in this dark green, then we'll change to black. Maybe 4 more rows. 'Cause I just said I think I did 6 instead of. I thought I ended up on 5. Oh my gosh! I swear I'd be glad when that thing stopped buzzing. It just stopped, but every time it stops, it started back. It just started doing it like 10 minutes ago, and it's driving my senses nuts. Hi, Stranger Things. And it's not even that loud. It's just there it goes again. It is really like rattling my senses. Thanks so much for the likes. I'm gonna need to make sure I count this row once I finish. I only think I have like 4 more to do. Thanks so much for the likes. I'm just kind of trudging along because my hands are a little tired because I've been crocheting like since like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then like I took like an hour break for dinner, and then I came back and started right back up. I was crocheting before I got on live for like 45 minutes, so my hands are a little tired. Next, oh, the bugs are back. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why I'm thinking this is row 7. Excuse me. Let me pull up my app so I can keep count of these rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to log in, and my phone about to die. Where are you, charger? 37. It's two right here. 6, 7. Let me pull that up. My right camera up. Get this away from under here. Come on, row counter, pull up. So this is an even row. Hi, show page. I just did 7. I did count 6. I thought I didn't count 6. I thought I stopped at 5. Yay! So that means I don't have that many more rows in this color. Thanks so much for the likes. That gives me more motivation now since I only got 3 more rows. It's like, yes, I don't have to look at green a whole lot longer. Even though I'm looking at 2 different greens, so I'm not looking at like y'all might be seeing like one green, but I'm looking at 2 different greens. I don't know how it's adjusting on the camera. If you can see it, this is brighter than this right here. That's closer to the pigs. I'm doing a very dark theme blanket, so I hope that doesn't bother y'all. It's just gonna be green and black. I was gonna do gray, but I was asked, no, please don't put gray in there. Just put green and black. I was gonna do like a light gray. Thanks so much for the like. We're gonna turn this around. We're gonna do our last row of pearl stitches on this row. It's a little tight, so we're gonna borrow from the other stitches because we're knitting off or making a stitch in the middle of the stitches, mid stitches, and not on the edges, so it's tighter. I might have to down finish that plushie tonight so I can go ahead and get started on that diamond tomorrow. Or maybe I'll get started on it tonight. I don't know. That's looking a little messy there. Um, I'm making a blanket, a slithering thing blanket. Hi, Regina. Hi, Aurelia. What's going on over? Hi, Juanita. Oh, thank you, Sawdust. No, they're for my arthritis. I try to stay away from that. I try to stay away from the pick as best as I can because it normally doesn't get my wrist. or my palm. It has a couple of times, but not too bad. But it has gotten my thumb a couple of times. So I try to just keep my thumb out of the way as far away as I possibly can, because it's ripped a couple of gloves, and I've had to replace gloves because it's accidentally got in there and snagged it. So it didn't necessarily get my palm, but it got the palm of the glove. Now maybe if they were more leather, probably they would probably protect more, but they're more like elastic. They're easy punctuable. It helps with arthritis and what's that? What's that people? I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it in a minute. When your fingers vibrate. That's why I can get blisters too. It's not really, the blisters would come from this thing right here. I normally it doesn't like it's going under here inside of the glove. I don't really have a problem with that. It's just I not blisters. I get like calluses almost, like hard skin from this pressing up against this so much or holding it kind of tight. Hi Taylor. All right, that was 8, I think. 8, cause then 9, and then 10. 9. I want to go 9, and then I want to go 10, and then okay, yeah, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I'm trying to end up where I'm not changing colors. I don't change colors on the pearl stitch row, so I'm trying to not change the color on the pearl stitch row. So that's why I keep saying, yeah, that's the way I want it to go. When you change colors on the pearl stitch row, the color change, like the bump ends up being on the outside of on the front of the blanket instead of on the back. So yeah. Oh, my bad. I hit the computer though. I'm sorry, Fang. I can't see what you're saying, but I'm making a blanket. This is Looming, and it's a form of knitting. The yarn that I'm using two different greens of yarn. Red Heart, number four Red Heart. One, the lighter green is called Patty Green, and the other one is called Hunter Green. And if you do the full loom, it can go up to 5 feet in width. And this is a KB Afghan loom. And the tool that I'm wrapping with is just an old hollowed out clicking office pen that you find around the house, or you can use a straw. But I prefer pens because they're more adjustable to me. If you take the tip off, you can use thicker yarn. Awesome, Norma. Then you're already ready to make a blanket. If you made a hat, you can make a blanket on the round looms as well without having to sew anything together. It's called a 10 stitch. One of these days I'll get around to making one. Thanks so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Yes, CB, get back into it. I had stopped for a while too, but mine was mainly because I kept breaking looms because I didn't know about the pen method. And so after that, after I found out about the pen method, I was hooked. I was back hooked. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm glad to see you're keeping your mind busy or taking classes to start. Yeah, it goes up to 5 feet wide. So that's I definitely have to keep my mind occupied, so that's why I'm always on it. No problem, Sandra. I've been looming for over 10 years. I've been doing this loom since 2022, I think, around this time, 2022. I've been hooked ever since. Awesome. I got the round ones too. I started with the round ones. I actually started with the knit needles, and then I wanted to make beanies, and I didn't know that you can make beanies with the knit needles. And I found while I was doing some research, I found the looms. I only had been needle knitting for like 30 days before I picked up the looms. I've been on them ever since. Mhm. Hi, sweetie. And I'm gonna borrow because it's a little tight. Hi, Paulo. I am currently making pearl stitches. This is what keeps your blanket from curling. On the border, you do a row of E stitches, and then you start with a row of pearl stitches with a section of pearl stitches. When I started, I did a full row of pearl stitches at the beginning. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this because I don't need it. I know I'm getting ready to change colors, so it's just gonna be more so in the way. Awesome, Sandra. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I hope you have a good one too. I was looking for my scissors. Always looking for scissors. If that's a good spot to cut. So I'm gonna tuck that down in there. If it will go in there nicely. And put that back in there. All right. So I'm getting ready to show y'all how to change colors. It's really easy and simple. I get a lot of how do you change colors. Oh, okay. It's just the same thing. Hollowed out ink pen. That's why I'm using the ink pen. I'm using the exact same thing. And I like using the pen, as I was saying earlier. You can take the tip off, and you can use like a 5 weight or thicker yarn, or you can put the tip on and use a 4 weight or thinner yarn with the tip on it. But some people will also tell you can use straws, but I just like the pen for that reason. And it goes smoothly in between the pegs with no, it dips down in between the pegs more. Oh, no problem, Norma. Hi, Donna. All right, now we're going to change colors. And while I'm changing colors, I'm going to flip it over so y'all can get a peek of what's going on under there, what's going on under the loom. And I'm going to grab my black yarn so that I can thread it. I'm just trying to get all the stitches down because I'm going to need it down anyway. I'm making a blanket. It's looming. It's a form of knitting. Hey, Samikia, how you doing? Hi, Wanda. All right, I'm gonna let that kind of fall over a little bit. Gonna grab this black yarn. Every yarn I'm using is from Red Heart. Oh no, don't do that. We was having. Okay, you didn't do it too bad. Right? I sure was like, I'm worried about it, but then you made a post. I was like, okay, she doing all right. She just been real busy. Well, I hope you doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling a lot better lately. Everything's kind of, mellowing out. So for the most part, I'm doing a lot better. No problem. Okay, well, I'm threading this pin, y'all. If you have a tapestry needle, it'll pretty much go through. I got a small, larger size one that I shake down through there when I lost this one, and they both will go through there. So just in case y'all are curious, now I'm gonna flip that back over. Awesome. I still need to take that blue one off. I still ain't sat down and took that blue one off yet. It's been on there for 3 years. If it haven't been on there for three, it's been on there for two. Yeah, it's been on there for 3 years because I remember the date when it popped it back up in my memories. It's been on there for 3 years. Uh oh. I keep saying I'm gonna do it over. I've changed my mind on the color scheme. At first, I was gonna use all teal, but then I started looking at it, or turquoise, whatever, the color. I started looking at it. I got sick of looking at teal, so I was like, I need to use a variegated yarn to make this blanket because I can't do this. I can't do a solid color. Not with having to do so many different stitches because they tell you to do true knit stitches and pearl stitches, and that's hard to do with one solid color. And then they were telling me to turn it into a scarf, so now I need to cast it off. So now I'm like, okay, well, I can't take it off till I cast it off correctly. At first, I was just gonna pull the stitches off. Right, right. What you said. Solid colors drive me nuts. Just using one solid color. I don't even remember the logic behind it. Hi, Mary. I don't remember the logic why I did it, but I did it. Hi, Eisman and Lexman and Michelle. I forgot to say, and that's how you change colors. Just place a new slip knot and just keep wrapping like you never stop. Hi, Lady B. Hi, Patricia. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well, Lady B. Hi, Judy. How you doing, friend? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I can't say nothing 'cause I've been sleeping since last week. I don't think the time change really did anything to me. I just been sleeping. I hope you get some energy and adjust well. Around this time of the year, I usually get sick. I've been feeling a little throat scratching, nose stopped up and running. So let me not jinx myself. I think the S one will be okay. There, this is just a really large um round loom or a long loom. Either way that you prefer to look at it, because if you stretch it out, you can do like you can do not if you just stretch it out, but you can do double knit on here like the long loom, and you can do one side like a flat panel like the or turn it into two like the round loom. So the only thing would be is there's just a whole lot of it's a whole lot of pegs. So the thing what I would suggest is just starting off small. So just start off with a head or something. But if you feel like just looking at the pegs is overwhelming, I would start with round looms. But if you're okay with the amount of pegs, just do a small project. I'm doing a 5 foot. I don't know how long I want to make it yet. I'm going 5 foot wide. But the other thing that I would strongly suggest is starting off with variegated yarn. Do I would veer away from doing solid colors for your first blanket. And I wouldn't be too concerned about the blanket curling. I'll just do all E stitches. My first blanket was all E stitches. It curled at the beginning and on the sides. And then when I was getting ready to take it off, I was like, let's go ahead and let's do some garter stitches so I can practice doing garter stitches for my next blanket. So the last border of the blanket doesn't curl, but all the other borders curl. And so after that, I was pretty fine with doing borders all the way around after that. Me too. Me too. So same. I got quite a bit of craft started or crafts under my belt. Go in there and you buy everything for it, and then you're like, no, no, we're not gonna do this. I was so excited, then it was like crash. My brain went like, that's too complicated. Hi, Linda. I'm sorry I can't see what you're saying, but I'll kind of answer the questions I normally get. This is looming. It's a form of knitting, and I am currently working on a blanket. Most people use this to make blankets, but you don't have to just use it to make blankets. This is a KB Afghan loom. Got it from Amazon. And the yarn I'm using is number 4 weight, Red Heart. I typically use Red Heart because it's the most affordable. And you can use a number 6 blanket yarn on here as well. And it goes up to 5 feet wide if you're using a full loom. And it's, you can make smaller sizes if you decide. I made hats and scarves on here before. You can make sweaters and skirts and dresses and stuff. Thanks so much for the likes and cardigans and all that good little stuff. I hope I ain't missed nothing. And the thing that I'm wrapping with is just an old hollowed out clicking office pen found around the house, and you can use a straw as well. And I got something that looks almost like a Tunisian crochet hook in one of my loom uh kits, and I was like, maybe I'll try and play around with it. I don't know. I kind of want to try it too. I've been looking at it for the longest. I kind of want to buy a hook like that too, or one of those really long hooks. I don't want to say the word again in fear of that I'm saying it the wrong way. So that's why I'm like, yeah, one of those really long hooks. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. I need to I need to see. Well, I'm not in a hurry. I get there one of these days. It looks like it's very interesting the way you have to start it a certain way. And then it looks like it's easy to like go back one direction, but you have to do it a certain way the other direction. And that's what's gonna get me. Then it might I don't know. We'll see. I keep saying I'm gonna get one. Where did you get yours from? Do Walmart sell them? Cause now I'm curious. Knowing me, I would never pick it up. I saw someone do some socks in Tunisian crochet. Though I saw it on YouTube, and I couldn't get the hang of that, so I don't know. Okay, okay, that ain't bad. Cause I always get worried about having to go to Amazon for stuff, cause they be charging extra for yarn and stuff. and I can't find the yarn anywhere else, I gotta go pay Amazon like $11 for a skein that may be like $9 or $10 or something like that. And it be from the company, it's just they charge a little extra for Amazon. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Uh-oh. I'm just rolling this thing any kind of way. Hi, Joe Val. Mm. Hi, Paula. I need to go and ask my son. I forgot to ask my son if he wanted his hair done for tomorrow. Mm. I'm gonna. Okay, okay. You gonna use canvas. I'm gonna watch yours. I'm gonna look at yours first. I done had some canvas. I done had some canvas for forever, and I still ain't made a purse. I had a canvas, some like a purse canvas for over a year now, and I still ain't did it yet. And then I went and bought some more canvas because I wanted to make a either like a duffel bag. Thank you. I mean highlight for page, a duffel bag or something like that. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it done. I'm trying to motivate myself to like, you need to stop tripping. Cause I want to do it before May, and I want to make me a dress, and I want to make like a cuff for either my wrist or fingerless gloves. I haven't decided yet, but I know it's gonna be warming up because it seems like it's already done warmed up some. So I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm trying to get past this event, and then I'm thinking about signing up for some more events. I don't know where my head is. Like, why am I doing this? I don't know. I'm just a little whack, yeah. Yeah, I want to like for my birthday. I want to be very 80s theme. So I want to do a duffel bag, purse, well, duffel bag in like hot pink and black, and I want to do a dress in black and white hor is it horizontal or no, not horizontal stripes. In the other stripes. Not horizontal, but the other way, the long way. Every time I'm trying to say something, if it's important to me, I go blank. So yeah, I want to. Yes, vertical. So I want to do a vertical black and white striped dress with no sleeves. I don't, cause I feel like I add sleeves, and that's something else I gotta try to work with. But I wanted to like come down to my knees, and then I want to do like a hot pink cuff or like a black cuff, either or, and a hot pink and black duffel bag. Yeah. So, but I keep sitting here making other stuff. I'm just like, would you stop? Would you stop making other stuff? I will. I will. I definitely will. But yeah, I keep fussing at myself like, would you please stop making other stuff? Every time I turn around, you got something else in your hand other than what I want you to make. Then after I made it, I'll be laying in bed that night and I'll be like, I didn't even start on my own stuff. But I got an event coming up this weekend, and if I sign up for another event, I got an event coming up at the end of next month. And if I sign up for another one, I got one on May the 4th. So yeah, the one on May the 4th I want to do because it's like it's normally like 3 days. It's a 3 day event, and it's very inexpensive. So I'm like, you know, I need to do that one, and it's like all day. It's at a fair, so and I'm already doing Star Wars, so I'll have to like just do some more Star Wars plushies for that day. And I want to make some swords and all this stuff. And I know that's not necessarily Star Wars. I still want to do like some lightsabers. I want to do some. Somebody's been asking me to do more anime stuff, so I want to do like some swords. And I know Thor is not anime, but I want to do Thor's hammer. I want to do like the ball and chain thing with the spikes on it. I just want to do everything. Is that what you feel, Shorty? This is not the channel. I can't wait to see your hoodie. Hi, Nilvin. But yeah, so I got a lot of stuff on my list that I want to get done. And yeah, like, it's a long list. I don't know why I was doing that. I think I'm distracted by my list. Hi, Solange. Oh, now I'm getting all type of pop-ups. No, no, not right now. Uh-oh, my bad. Feel like I wrapped something twice. Let me make sure. Nah. Hey, Alyssa. How you doing? That's good. Now, by the time I go back live on next week, we'll have more stuff done for these blankets. So I work on it on the other in the other place too. Uh-oh. Wait, a little bit right there. Okay, Michelle, you have a blessed evening too. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Uh-oh. Hi, Flo. I'm making a blanket. I can't get mine to watch nothing like that. I know I couldn't wait to finish all that. I was so upset when they split that up like that. I was like, how rude. Make me have to wait. And part of me was like, I should have waited to the end of the month to just watch it all together. Because I was halfway paying attention when I first watched it, the first half. But it was really good. My favorite part was the queen and the I can't think of her name. The woman that used to be her lady in waiting. I loved their relationship throughout that whole time. And they was like, if I send you this picture, it's a no. If I send you this meme, it's a no. You just out telling everybody no. They already got you on more, and I can't tell you why, because you ain't caught up. I can't tell you why. And to lay me help me wait until it came back out, I went and watched a show called Pole Dark. It was good too. So now I gotta go find me something else to watch. I need my husband to the get box back on Amazon so I can watch Keeping Up Appearances over and over. Hi, Obsidian. I'm making a blanket. I'm making a 5 foot wide blanket this time in black and green, dark black and green. I didn't know Red Heart had two different kind of dark greens, and I was like, hey, I got both the colors, so I'll use both of them. And people were requesting stuff in black and green, so that's kind of how this happened. Yeah, the darker green is hunter green, and the this one is patty green, and then this green right here is darker is hunter green. I was like, it might not show up on the camera the same way, but yeah. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Move that over here. This the patty green. This what I made that cowl out of, and this the hunter green. Thank you. It's slightly darker, but not like a whole lot. Put them back up. I got them stacked up. And then I'm currently trying to finish Jabba the Hutt. So when I get off, I got something to do early in the morning. I probably shouldn't do that. I've been working on it all day. I've been working on Jabba the Hutt since like yesterday, and then since 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock today, I only took like an hour break, and then I worked on some more before I got on live, 45 minutes until I got on live. So that's what I was that's what I was gonna do next. But then people kept asking me to do this black and green. I sure was. I was gonna do burgundy, black, and gray, different colors of gray. Cause our school colors are burgundy, black, and gray. Burgundy, black, gray, and white. So I was gonna do that, and I got plenty of gray yarn to play with, and it's two different colors. I sure was. And if I finish with this blanket and somebody wants it like immediately, I'll probably go back and do what I was originally going to do. That burgundy one. That's why I haven't decided on the length yet. Cause I got a feeling my husband is gonna take this one. And he's 5'9", so I'm just like I probably just need to go up to 7 feet. Cause I got a feeling he's gonna be like, can I have it? Cause he's very adamant about me not putting gray in it. And he's already, I think he was gonna give me my other blanket back if he claimed this one. So I'm gonna be like, well, you can't have both. Yeah, no, it ain't that time yet. I'm making pretty good time though. I'm gonna need to start counting after this row. Oh, ooh, yeah, he is tall. My youngest son is. I had to make they blankets. I made they blankets 7 feet. So I might as well just go and do this one 7 feet too. My youngest son is 5'9", and my oldest son is 5'9". When I get the chance, though, I'm gonna make him a scarf with with link on it. So I'm gonna do him a like a Zelda. themed scarf. I don't think I want to do Princess Zelda though. But I'm definitely gonna put a link on there. Maybe this, hopefully, you know, it'll be ready for Christmas. I'm gonna have to have plenty of time to just, sit there because I'm gonna do cross stitch on it. I was trying to learn color changing on like fabric, well, flat pieces or whatever. I can really only color change on plushies. It's it's more difficult for me to color change on pieces, flat pieces for some reason. I don't know. I can color change in a round. So I'm just gonna do crochet cross stitch. Cause that's the only reason why I didn't try and start it last year. It's cause my stitches kept ending up stiff or something and off, like they were very tight in the middle. Cause I kept pulling on it trying to make sure the extra color wasn't showing. So I figure it out one of these days. Then I forgot to reverse the pattern on the way back, and I couldn't really figure out. They put the strands. You have to move the strands a certain way and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have to watch a couple more videos. There's such a special technique to everything. But I had just learned how to color change in the round last year. All right, I think I need to count the rows now. And that is 2, 4, 6. Oh, did you go off? Oh, you didn't go off. Oh, that's because you're not plugged in. Gosh darn. I thought the phone was on the charger this whole time. Well, well, well. I need to write down that number though. Somewhere out there. Okay, I'll just write it down right here. So that was 6. So silly of me. This row feels kind of loose. Okay. Hi, Hermila. Hi, Roseanne. Rosin. Yeah, I got about 30 minutes left. Let me pull this down through here. So, mm. Hi, Adelaide. Uh-oh. I'm not supposed to be pushing it down. I'm supposed to be turning the loom. So if y'all didn't notice, I've been like kind of keeping up with the time. It takes me 7 minutes to do this row, and it takes me about 5 to do the E-stitch row from start to finish. Like I like playing time games with myself. So right now I've been keeping up with the time and seeing how many stitches I can get done. Race against the time. No, I've never made placemats. I think the closest I've gotten to something maybe similar to that would be like coasters. Oh yeah, I've made something oval shaped. You usually have to start with a chain to make oval shapes. You might can find a diagram on Pinterest to help with that. Pinterest have a lot of diagram stuff for like crochet stuff like that. I'm looming. It's a form of knitting, and this is a KB Afghan loom. Hi Magda. Excuse me, y'all. It took me a little bit even less of time this time. Almost. I have to go back and recount these stitches because now I don't know how many stitches I'm on. I mean how many rows I'm done. Cause I wasn't gonna stop just to try to figure out how many rows. Hey Mario, Maria. It seems like I might be able to do just um maybe 3 more rows with y'all. I don't know. It might be end up being two. I got about 15 minutes left. This is me doing my race against time speed. I'm in that mode now. And I will let y'all get a peek of where it's at so far before I get off live. Let you roll around back there. That's why I like using 4-way yarn. I'm usually able to go faster. Hi, Maria. Hi, Mari. So yeah, I'll be able to get like two more rows in for y'all. And I'll let y'all get a peek. Hi, Tamiko. Y'all got a little less than 10 minutes left. Um, oh, what is going on right here? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Naughty, naughty. My arm does feel like it's been running a marathon though. So I'm not gonna deny that. All right, y'all. Got 5 minutes left. I'm gonna do one more row. Then I'm gonna let y'all see the blanket underneath, how far it has come. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. If you want to catch me again, I'm normally here on Sundays and Mondays from 8 to 10 p.m. Central. So if you want to follow me, click my photo to give me a follow or subscribe. And if you want to catch me again, I typically go live 4 days a week, but I'm just live in two different places. So I'm live here 2 days, and then I'm live on TikTok for 2 days. Live on TikTok from Tuesdays and Wednesdays at the same time from 8 to 10 p.m. Central. So if you want to catch me over there, you want to keep, getting you a little loom knit fix. You can catch me over there on TikTok on tomorrow doing the same thing. Except on TikTok there'll be a little music playing in the background. And you never know what type of music I'll be listening to because I'm not a one genre woman. I listen to a lot of different things from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And 80s is my favorite genre. Temptations and Motown is my favorite. And I like a lot of foreign um, pop artists like Adele. I like John Legend. So you just never know. I do listen to alternative rock as well. And you can find me listening to some country every if it gets mixed in there and I know it. I like Fleetwood Mac. So just never know what you're gonna hear. Whatever mood I'm in. Hi Odell. Okay. Thank you, Samikia. I appreciate it. And no problem at all. I love to share. At least tomorrow we'll be back in green, or I'll be almost back in green. I'll probably about 5 more rows to do in black because I ain't been counting. I'm gonna slow down now because I'm gonna already be a little bit past 10 o'clock. I just want to knit this last little row off and then show y'all where we are. It's gonna take me some time to go back and count these rows that I didn't count. 'Cause I can count up to 5. I can see 5 stitches, 5 rows easily. It's when it gets past 5 rows. I really have to pull it out and stuff and do a lot of counting over and making sure. I had my little counter pulled out and everything. I was ready to count tonight. Didn't know my phone was in charge. Okay. I actually have to make some more earrings now. Those what was those? I can't remember. God dog it. I cord. I cord. I gotta make 3 pair I cord earrings. Someone asked me to make those, so I'm gonna have to make those. You know, I didn't forget what color she asked for, but I told her it's gonna take me a little bit minute to make them because I got that event coming up, so that's getting priority right now. I'm gonna make them by the way. If I have time, I'll make them. I'll start this week. If I don't, I'm gonna start them next week. And then she wants some crochet footies, so I need to make some of those for her too. And she's a 12, a size 12. Thank you. She is a size 12, and she wants some crochet footies with the ruffles on it. So yeah, I told her before Christmas I was gonna make her some, but I hadn't got around to it yet. So I'll make her some with her earrings. Especially since I got some more black yarn. When she asked for them, I didn't really have any more black, so I wasn't in a hurry to make them. Yeah, the earrings are made of I-cord. I'm thinking about ordering some of the thicker wire to make them with though. 'Cause I made them with some thinner wire, so I don't want her to accidentally bend it and misshape them. So I might have to go and order the correct wire. But if it's too heavy, then I just continue to use the one that I have. She'll just have to be, careful with them. But the ones that I recently made, those were the crochet ones. The one with the ruffles on them, they were crochet. I gotta get up early in the morning, then get dressed. This what we got so far, y'all. Y'all can kind of see that dark green going through there. So that black dark green and that lighter green kind of they showing up through there. And I'm doing a border over here so you can kind of see the border. So if you want to catch me tomorrow, I'll be live on TikTok doing the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, so I can't be lingering. And then here's the start of the job of the Hut I've been working on. So y'all get a peek of that. Job of the Hut. Thank you, Samikia. But yeah, I just gotta put his tail and his face and stuff on there. I'll hopefully get him done tomorrow, and then I'll chill. Good night, Alyssa. Good night, Samikia. Sorry if I'm yelling. I'm standing up right beside the phone.